Good day. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Brian Terry in here. Couple of things I want to go over with you today. I have a live event that I'm going to be hosting next week. I'll tell you about that in a minute, and why I'm hosting it. And then for everybody. And also today I want to cover in my opinion, the one regulation, the single most important regulation that uh, disability applicants and recipients need to know and why. So those are the two things I'm going to cover today. People come on in here and have questions, and I have a few minutes to answer them, then I will. So here's the issue. In the time that I've been doing this, year 15, the one question that is commonly asked, and then there's multiple answers from, what your brother-in-law says to what Social Security says that causes lots of problems and confusion, is how much money you can make and apply for disability benefits, and how much money you can make and keep your disability benefits when you are approved, right? So, in my experience, what I've found is when people call into Social Security and they ask this question, well-intended people, but they give the wrong answer. So you can test this if you've got some free time after I share with you the real deal. So what I've found that works is just simply going out to the internet and getting the regulation. What does the actual regulation say from Social Security about how much money you can make and keep your benefits? It's just that simple. So here it is. So this is 2021. And if you're going to go, and I'm not able to share my screen on here, so you're going to just have to refer to the link afterwards. If you are going to go through the disability approval process, you can earn $1,400, and I believe it's $40. I probably should know that for sure. $1,420 or $1,440 a month, and go through the disability application process. That's what the regulation says. Word of caution: it's very hard to get a case approved if you're working and earning like even a little bit of money, even $300, $400. And the challenge is because Social Security, of course, doesn't want to give these benefits out, and anything they can do to create an argument that maybe with reasonable accommodations or a different job or better treatment, you could work a full-time job. So just a heads up on that. If you're thinking, oh, well, I'll earn $1,440 a month and get my benefits and I can survive the wait. It's really hard. So once you're approved for disability, one of the things that people don't commonly know is that you can earn money, supplement your disability, and you can keep your benefits. And if you earn under the allowed amount, then it has zero impact on your benefits, and you do that every month for as long as you're on benefits. So that's called the SGA, Sustained Gainful Activity Amount. And as of right now, 2021, it's $940 a month. That's what the regulation says. Just in a meeting with James earlier this morning, he's been working with people in the disability environment that told him it's $1,330. And he has just experienced a situation where he had a job, didn't know what he could make, and he lost his benefits for a while. So if you're going to work, know the rules. So anytime you go over your $940 a month, if you're an employee, then what happens is it's going to trigger what's called a trial work period. And that's where you start to get into a whole different segment of issues. You have a certain number of trial work periods that you can have, and then you're expected to start to wean off of benefits. So keep that below. Now, 940. Now, if you are an independent contractor, let's say that you're doing something, like your own business, your own little business, or you're doing things that are not as an employee, and you're filing a tax return, then you have a lot more advantages because you can write down your business expenses. your phone, your computer, anything that you need to do your work with, like maybe you require a standing desk or special lighting or whatever it might be. So then it's based on your tax return at the end of the year. Do all those months after your expenses, are they less than $940? So those are the two things. Look at the regulation. Don't just believe me for what the income and the learning amount limits are. Okay, last thing I want to go over is there's been a significant amount of changes in the disability approval process and what you need to do to keep your benefits and maximize your benefits. So we start to release, some of those here, but I'm going to cover all coming up in a live event next week. So just to preface this before I get into some of the key things that I'm going to share with you is if you're not a member, you're just subscribed to our YouTube channel, we certainly appreciate that. And you are welcome to join this. There'll be a registration link below this replay. You click on that. And you can come on in and you can participate. When you register, you'll be able to tell us what your most important concern is and ask any question that you would like to have answered. So we're going to take a look at what some of the vibe is of what's going on out there. We're going to partner that with the new information that we have and make this hopefully a very entertaining, great event for you. So that's how it's going to work. But if you're just out on the YouTube channel, again, thank you, but you wouldn't have access to it unless you register. So some of the things that we're going to cover is for those of you that are going through the approval process, what are some of the different nuances that you need to know about? Like certain conditions have different criteria that you need to have and different tests that you need to have that will help you get through the disability approval process. There's really three key parts to the initial application that you need to complete successfully if you want to have a shot at winning your initial application or winning it all for that matter. More advanced stuff like what questions are they going to ask you when you get to the disability hearing? We have all of that for you. So we're going to go through those things in the approval process and a few more. For those of you that are approved for disability benefits, and even for those of you that are headed that way, there's a lot of movement and opportunity in the financial relief area. One example is looking at some statistics that I have here. About 2.1 million disability recipients are in an area in the United States where they can save $1,782 in Medicare premiums. That's a lot of money. Really has, and no compromise on their treatment and their doctors for the most part, they could save that amount of money. So that's pretty cool. So we've come across that. Many pockets of the U.S., Florida, Texas, California, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, you have access to shopping incentives that can save you from spending your household cash. Could be as much as $900 to $1,200 a year of money that you don't need to spend on typical household items. We found that for you. So, and then also on the employment, we've talked a little bit about work and what's going on. So for the employment, we have different options for you. Here at the Disability Digest, this business, we gratefully accept those of you that are on benefits and want to work and fit our work criteria. And we're definitely looking for more individuals. We refer to those that work here as advocates. So in the webinar, you'll learn more about that position, those positions, and if it's going to be a fit for you to consider applying and working at home like I do here, and supplementing your disability and keeping your benefits. We've partnered with other companies that put people back to work. We don't have the capacity to put everybody back to work. Be nice if we did, but we don't right now. So we partnered with other companies that just specialize in disability employment. One company's been doing this for 26 years, and they have agreements with companies like Amazon, IRS, pharmaceutical companies. And so they take and they train individuals to work from their home in 3-4 hour shifts, taking inbound calls. Oh, roadside assistance is another one that they do. So this is a great opportunity to get set up at home and work taking inbound calls. They go through, take you through, train you, all that stuff. So those are some of the things that we're going to do. Medications. Many of our members are on medications. They're paying out of pocket. We've learned some moves that you can do to take to eliminate that or reduce that. So that's just some of the things that we're going to go over with individuals. So if you're interested in the webinar, we hope you are. Just look below this replay here. When I publish it, if you're watching live, thank you for watching live, but I don't have the link below yet. So it'll be available with the replay. And come on over, and it'll be Wednesday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time, Boston time, Montreal time. So we look forward to having you come on in then. So in the meantime, happy Friday to all. Make it a great day. Until the next time. Thank you.